A very good morning, class. I am Anshli Pawar, your social science teacher. And today, in this video lesson, students, we are going to learn about our chapter number 4 for civics, which is understanding laws. I hope, students, that earlier whatever chapters we have studied, you have understood it. If you have still any doubts, you can always ask me. Let's start reading and understanding this chapter. So first, the important thing that you need to understand about this chapter is that it is very important for us to follow the national rules which our government has set for us. Why? Because these rules and regulations create balance in the society, they create equality and justice in the society. So, what are they saying here in the first part of the chapter? They are saying, you may be familiar with some laws such as those which are specific for age of marriage, at which one person can vote, and perhaps even when the law is dealing with buying and selling property, you know that Parliament is in the charge of making laws. Do these laws apply to everyone? How do these new laws come into being? Could there be laws that are unpopular or controversial? What should we as citizens do under such circumstances? So now they are saying that here in the first part that you must be aware about small laws. कुछ laws आपको पता होंगे, like what is the right age to get married for girls and boys. Like the right age for girls to get married is after they have turned 18 and boys after they have turned 21, and then you can vote at the age of 18. And there are some rules for buying and selling of the property as well. All these laws are created by Parliament, and yes, they apply to everyone, no matter who is rich or if someone is poor or somebody is, even if the president or the prime minister of the country, all people in front of law are equal. Okay, and these new law, how do they come? We will study further in the chapter. And as citizens, what are our rights or what should we do under such circumstances? Let's read further. Now, do laws apply to all? Yes, they do. But let's read it with example. Here they are saying a government official helps his son into hiding because his son has been given a 10-year jail sentence by a district court for a crime that has been committed. Do you think the government officials' actions were right? Should their son be exempt from the law just because his father is economically and politically powerful? No. Nobody can be excused from the law or from the justice if somebody belongs to a political party or to a financially very stable family or party. Because everyone is equal. If you have committed any crime, you should be taken to justice. The court will decide the punishment according to your crime, and you have to bear with that punishment. You have to take that sentence. Now, what are we reading here in the further? That in the above case, it is a pure violation of the law. Now, we are going to read that the members of the Constituent Assembly agreed that the arbitrary exercise of power, that means अपना शक्ति प्रदर्शन, यानी कि अगर आप एक अच्छी पॉलिटिकल फैमिली से बिलोंग करते हैं या एक बहुत ही रिच फैमिली से बिलोंग करते हैं, तो उसका आप गलत यूज़ या मिस यूज़ नहीं कर सकते. यू कैन नॉट हैव आर्बिट्ररी एक्सरसाइज ऑफ पावर विच इज़ नॉट अलाउड इन इंडिया. आप सबके लिए ही लॉ सेम है. नो मैटर हु यू आर, यू विल बी पुट इन टू जस्टिस or you will be brought to justice by the court of law at any cost. Now, there are several institutions and provisions that Constitution has created for such things. And the most important thing is that all persons in independent India are equal before the law. Now, law cannot discriminate between people on any basis like religion, caste or gender. No basis like religion, caste or gender can differentiate any person from any other person. What rules of law means that it applies to every citizen of the country equally. Neither a government official nor a wealthy person should be exempted from the law just because of their financial or any powerful resources. any crime or violation of the law should have a specific punishment, and they have. We have the punishments set already. Like when you listen to the law that according to the act of 4034 or any other act that they pronounce, because that is the set punishment, that according to the charges filed against you, you will be given the punishment. So it is the process through which a guilty person has been established and will be given the punishment. But what was it always like this? No, it was not. In the time of the British rule, there was a lot of laws which were creating disturbance, or which were creating inequality between rich and poor people. So a lot of problems were created during the this law of Britishers, because what they used to do is that in some castes that there were different punishments for some crimes. If some person has created one crime, like one poor person has created the same crime, he robbed a shop, okay, a poor person has done a robbery of a shop, and a rich person has also done the same crime, he also has robbed the shop. Now these two people at the time of British rule were not given the same punishments, they were given different punishments. The lower caste people were punished more harshly, and this slowly began to change the system, and the law became further evolved. Why? Because they have seen all of these things in the colonial rule. But now the situation started changing, because people of India were getting educated and they were changing their professions. Now they were just not peasants, they were even more than that. They were becoming lawyers, they were becoming doctors. So they were very educated and they had power of education. So that is why the times have changed, and now the laws have also changed. Now we are going to read about one of those things that it's not actually completely true, that Britishers brought the rule of law in India. They brought some laws in India, but not completely. The rules that we have today, they didn't bring this, we designed them. But yes, they started practicing law somehow, but it was very subjective to who you are. Now the laws were of arbitrary exercise. There according to their law, the power of exercising their your influential connections was allowed. But when the Indian nationalist people played a prominent role in the legal sphere in British time also. जो हमारे नेशनलिस्ट थे, उन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा काम किया इसके लिए, सो दैट कि ये सारे जो लॉज इन्होंने बनाए हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ विच पीपल आर डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड, ये सारे लॉज को हटाया जाए. देयर वाज वन लॉ, द सेडिशन एक्ट ऑफ 1870. अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस एक्ट, people who will protest against or criticize British government could be arrested without due trial. इसका मतलब आपको, अगर आप ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट कुछ भी बुरा बोल रहे हैं या उनकी किसी भी बात को डिनाई कर रहे हैं, तो आपको बिना किसी सुनवाई के, बिना किसी मतलब आपको लॉयर दिए बिना, आपकी बात सुने बिना आपको पनिशमेंट दे दी जाएगी, विच वॉज अलाउड ड्यूरिंग द ब्रिटिश लॉ बिकॉज ऑफ सेडिशन एक्ट ऑफ 1870. Indian nationalists began protesting and criticizing this arbitrary use of authority of Britishers. They also began fighting for greater equality and wanted to change the idea of the law to set the rules that they were forced to obey. Now, you also know that in the last chapter we read that the idea of parliament, or the idea of a democratic country practicing democracy, came from the colonial rule, because at the time of British rule there was no democracy given to us. It was not fully practiced, because Britishers were just giving us the orders and we were supposed to obey it. But now the times changed, because the legal profession, Indian legal professions were also emerging, and now they were studying more and they were becoming lawyers. So now they began to use law to defend the legal rights. Now when the people of India became judges or they became lawyers, they started using the law to protect themselves, and therefore this resulted in the evolution of the rule during the colonial period as well. Now Without the adoption of the constitution, this document served as the foundation on which representatives began making laws for the country. Now what happens is that because of this adoption of the constitution, because we have adopted this constitution which was designed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, that constitution that we are following, that gives us the right that our representatives can design the laws according to the need of the country, and they can change the laws if needed. अब टाइम के साथ लॉज चेंज हो रहे हैं और टाइम के साथ लॉ चेंज होते रहेंगे, बिकॉज हमारी नीड्स और वांट्स बदलती रहती हैं समय के साथ. तो वो सारे लॉज हमें चेंज करना ज़रूरी है. लाइक द एक्ट ऑफ हिंदू सक्सेशन अमेंडमेंट एक्ट, दैट मीन्स अमेंडमेंट हुआ. एक्ट 2005 के अकॉर्डिंग ये क्या कहते हैं, दैट न्यू लॉ सजेस्टेड दैट सन, daughters and their mothers can have equal share in the family property. Like earlier there was a law that your son can have equal right, that your son can have all the property, but there was no such law for the daughters or for the mothers. But now because of the amendment means change in the law, which was Act 2005. Now that this act was changed, this law was changed, which said now daughters and mothers and sons, all three people, all three relations can have equal rights in the property. Similarly, there were new acts appointed for pollution control and providing employment. Now, how do you think that people make these laws, and how do these laws come into practicing, or they feel the need of these laws? We are going to read about this in the next part of the chapter completely, in the part number 2 video next time when I share it with you. But let's understand that how do these new laws come. The parliament has important role in making laws. There are many ways through which this takes place. It often differentiates groups in society that raises the need of the particular law. An important role of the parliament is to be sensitive towards the problem faced by the people. And we are going to read about a domestic violence act which was changed, and the complete story how there was a change given in the law for women to raise their voice against domestic violence. Now here they are saying that parliament plays a very important role in making new laws, and they also need to be very sensitive towards the problem which is faced by the people. And the important part is that there are many ways through which this can take place, because there are different groups created in the society if such problems emerge when there are need of the laws. Okay, so when people need to have equal rights on water, food or temple, there was a need of the law that all the caste people can visit the temple at any point of time. You cannot stop anyone from visiting a temple or taking water from the same supply. So this was changed according to the need of the hour or need of the time. So I hope, students, that this video is clear to you what we have studied about in this chapter about